Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wealth Unlimited. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the global stock market crash. We are going to discuss about the Friday sell-off across the stock markets in the globe. I will also be discussing about the rupee versus dollar in this video, and is it a right opportunity for us to buy stocks, or should we be fearful about the recession which is looming ahead? So these are the things which I'm going to cover in this video, and I'm also going to tell which are the best picks or the best industries where you can plan to do your SIPs in coming months. So before starting the video, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and do hit the like button on this video. Let's begin. Talking about the Dow Jones Index, you will realize that on Friday again the Dow Jones gave a massive sell-off of roughly 500 points. In last 5 days, if you will see, the Dow Jones is roughly down by 3.65%, as you can see at this particular chart. I believe that this massive sell-off came after the definitely a Federal Reserve interest rate hike. Now, what exactly is happening in the market? Why Fed rate hikes are so bad for the economy or so bad for the whole globe? We are living in a interconnected economies where Indian economy relies on US economy relies across the globe, and that's why if a US market fall, India is bound to fall despite doing well against the inflation or despite doing well in terms of imports and exports. The main reason for US market falling is because they feel and they believe that there are chances, if the rate hikes are continue to go like this, which eventually will, as said by the Fed chairman, due to the rising inflation, they want to cut it down to the level of 2 to 4%. They have to take these severe steps. If this continues to happen, then there are chances that the economy, US economy, might go or fall into the recession, because with hike in interest rate, you need to understand the loans given by the banking sectors are also given at high interest rate. I'll say in last 5 months, the US market or the US economy or the Fed has increased the interest rate by 3%, which means that if you are buying a house and if you take loan for that before 5 months or before doing the interest hikes, you would have gotten that loan at an interest rate of 8%. But now you have to pay 11% interest on the same kind of loan. This is why the spending habits get covered, or there has not been inflow in the market of the money, and that's why the recession fears looms in. This is what is happening across the globe, not only in the US market, and that is why the global markets are falling. Looking at the global market index, you will realize that the US market Nasdaq made a 52-week low at a current level of 10,867. The European markets, the French market, the German market, the British market, they also have made low and fell roughly 140 to 250 points on Friday. This is definitely not a positive sign coming from the global market, and due to which even Indian market fell under pressure, and they also saw a massive sell-off on Friday's trading session. This is a big concern for the investors or for the traders, because with such huge fall in the market, there are chances that we can show a negative trend starting from the current level. Nifty already broke its important resistance of 17,400. Yes, I already said that we have a strong resistance at a level of 17,400. We have already broken that support, and there are chances that we might go into a negative trend from here to the level of 16,800 to the level of 16,400. This is what I see on the charts, and there are chances if we are able to take a support at a level of 17,200, which is very unlikely. And if we go with the global markets, then definitely we have to fall on Monday as well. I'm not being pessimistic here. I'm just telling you what chart is showing. And even talking about the Nifty futures or the SGX Nifty, you will realize that SGX Nifty is currently standing at a level of 17,215 only. If we break the level of 17,200, again we can see a massive sell off. The Nifty can give a rebound to the level of 17,400 in coming future because the markets are oversold as well. But there are high chances that we might go up a little and then came back and fall down. This what when the global markets or the US market were at 52-week low previously in the June month, we were at the level of 15,100 or 15,200 during that particular moment only. Now again the US market is making 52 weeks low and we are currently trading at a level of 17,200, might indicates that the our market are relatively stronger than the US market, but eventually we will come into a sync. This is my perception and this is my point of view, and I believe that in coming days as well we can see a massive sell off in the Nifty 50 index and even in Sensex, and we can come down to the level of 16,800 to 16,400. Should you be fearful about these particular levels, or should you be concerned? Well, one point, yes. If we break the level of 17,200, definitely there are high chances that we might enter into the bearish trend. For that, what you can do is you can book your profits in the market. You can book profits of like 30% to 40% of your stocks, and then plan to reinvest or systematically invest on in every fall. This is what I am also doing. I'm booking profits in my stocks where I can see profits, and definitely I'm going to stay with the market. I'm not going to run away from the market because of this particular fall. These are the buying opportunities which makes you rich. I'm quoting it again, like this might look like a bad fall. This might look like that the markets are going to end in coming future, but this is the time where you can make money. And I am very much being particular about this because markets will recover from the level of 16,000 or 16,400 and eventually go up to make a new highs or the new 52 weeks high. Nobody believed in me when I said that the markets will recover from the level of 15,100, 15,000. Everybody was stating or commenting that market might end. But again, from that particular level, market gave a massive rally, and I'm very bullish on the Indian market in coming future as well. The one sector which is going to be in distress right now is going to be a banking sector and auto sector, because they already made a huge or like a 52-week high from the lows of June. And this is what happens when the profit bookings come in or when the global markets pressurize you. The first index which will going to break is Bank Nifty and Auto, because they saw a massive runoff or massive rally in past months. Now, which are the sectors which I'm betting on? The first sector which I'm betting on is the IT index. It is already oversold index, and I see a lot of value in the Indian IT stocks at the current price. The IT stocks are somewhat which I am buying every month on every dip. I have been very vocal about it, and I have made a lot of IT and tech videos on my channel. You can go and check on them, like what are the stocks I am buying. And this is one sector I'm bullish about. The another defensive plays you can play in this particular market is again pharmaceutical market. Again, they have not done really great in last couple of years, or I must say in last 1 year since the COVID or the pandemic is over. But I believe that the pharmaceutical sector give you a good defense to hedge your portfolio as well. And I believe there are high chances they are going to emerge again. And the consumables, the basic needs and the FMCG sector is one more thing which I'm bullish on. And I believe that this is one particular sector, and even the consumer durable sector is one thing where you can watch out and look out for the stocks like Crompton Greaves, V-Guard, and you can plan to invest in such companies. Apart from FMCG, you can think about buying a Marico, buying a Dabur stock, HUL stock at the perfect levels, and the levels which I have discussed. I have already made a lot of videos related to the FMCG stocks, industry-wise stocks. You can check my playlist as well, where I have made videos related to the industry analysis and the stocks which are the best in those particular industries, and you can definitely plan to invest in a systematic manner. Why I am bullish on IT stock as well is that you heard a news that Rupee hits a record low of US dollar and breaches the level of 81. This is something which benefits the Indian IT firms, as 55% of their major revenue of in companies like Infosys, TCS, HCL come from the US market. And if US dollar is getting strengthened, they are going to get their bills in US dollars and definitely going to make good profits. But again, this doesn't mean that the tech companies can do really well from the this current level, but there are chances they are going to do relatively well than the other industries because of this news. What is exactly happening that if the recessions comes in, or recession kicks in the US market, then the stocks like TCS, Infosys, or Indian IT stocks might have a panic selling as well, because their order book might get affected. But at current level, I see a lot of value in it, and I believe that you should consider buying Indian IT stocks at current levels. So why rupee is depreciating is again one of the major reason I want to make this video. This is happening because because of the forex reserve and the US strengthening their economy by tightening the inflation or by raising the interest hike, which is affecting the global currency market, and eventually this is affecting the global currencies as well. Talking about the Japanese yen, you will see that the Japanese yen were trading roughly around 100 in comparison to US dollar is currently trading at 140, again making a 52 weeks low. Our Indian rupees is currently doing a lot much better than the other currencies like a pound, and which is again fell to the level of 1 to 1 against the US dollar, which nobody would have expected it. And I believe that this is one thing which can affect the Indian market in coming days, and even the fear of recessions is one thing which is even affecting the crude oil prices also. So you have to check on that also, like what is happening in the US market and what are the prices right now, and definitely then take a bet on the stocks which can get a benefit from the lowering down the crude prices, like chemical sector or the paint sector. So these are some things which I am doing and which I will be looking into definitely in coming days. This is like rough idea which I have given to you, like why and where you can see opportunities in the market and take a benefit out of it. So this is what I want to cover from this particular video. I hope I was able to give you a good brief is what is exactly happening in the market and what are the current levels or the Nifty targets which you can see in the coming days. Be thorough with your reasoning, and be thorough with your watch list. Be cautious because the markets are very volatile at current times, and I hope I was able to give you a good overview. If you like the video, please make sure to share it with your friends and do like and subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. Thank you.